Hello, and welcome to another Puget system support video. Today we're going to be going over how to install and remove both hard drives and solid state drives from your system. The case that we're going to be working with today is going to be an R5. And before we begin, you always want to make sure that you don't have any power going into your machine. So as you can see here, our power cable is completely unplugged. When we begin, we're going to start by taking off both the side panels. I'll start here with the front side panel. And to get this off, all you're going to do is unscrew your back screws here from the side panel. With the R5 cases, it does have a lever right in the middle of it. You pull that down to release the side panel here, and it should come right off. Excellent. Now that we have our case open, we're going to go ahead and locate the two drives that we're going to be removing. We have our hard drive and then our solid state drive right above it there. We are now going to remove the back panel from our system. And our next step now that we've located our drives is we're going to go ahead and remove the cables that are in the back of our drives. In our solid state drive, we have our SATA or data connection and then our power cable right next to it. They are marked for convenience too. The one mark there just means that that's your primary drive, and then the two marks there, that's your secondary drive. So we're going to go ahead, unclip and remove these. You'll also notice on your power cable here is we do hot glue them. That's just for shipping purposes. Once we ship our system to you, we find that it's more secure if it's been hot glued here in case anything tumbles over and that your drive is still connected. Next here, we'll remove both connections. Perfect. Pull back into the front of our system. Our next step here is we're going to remove the screw that secures the tray into your system. So you'll just need a Phillips screwdriver for that. And we will remove this top screw to the solid state. And then after that screw is out, you can actually just pull these tabs in and pull right out. And then voila, we have your solid state drive. And our same process for our hard drive here. Just unscrew that drive tray and pulls right out. So next here you'll see quite a big difference in the size of the drives. We'll start here first on our solid state drive. It's just connected by 4 small screws into the tray and the drive itself. So again, just using that Phillips screwdriver, just unscrew these 4 screws. Excellent. So I just unscrewed the 4 screws there, and our drive comes right off. Next, we're going to repeat the same steps for our mechanical drive. The one thing that you will notice is the screws on here are going to be quite a bit different, and I will hold up one of each in comparison. So in the hard drive, first off, you do have a rubber grommet there that sits in through the drive tray. As well as the screw that you're going to be using for the hard drives are going to be significantly bigger. Your solid state screws are about half the size there. If you're missing either of these screws, we do keep extras in the accessories bag, as well as if you need more, you can go ahead and contact support and we'll do our best to help you. Alright, now that we have the 4 screws removed, we can go ahead and disassemble the tray from our hard drive here. Excellent. So now we are going to be acting like we are installing these 2 brand new drives to our system. We'll start here with the mechanical drive, our hard drive, and go ahead and screw it in. When you're inserting it, you want to make sure that your interfaces are going to be pointed toward the back of your system. So your floppy tabs here should be coming out the front. You're going to line up the 4 holes, and then using the same screws that we showed before, just go ahead and screw in the 4 screws into your hard drive. Perfect. Now that we got these 4 screws in there, we're going to go ahead and slot our drive into our bottom slot there, since it is our secondary drive. Push it in until we hear the click. Take our tray screw and go ahead and screw it into the side to secure the tray and your hard drive. Next, we're going to go ahead and insert our solid state drive into our tray as well. As you can see here, there's just 4 screws that need to be screwed into your drive, and you're going to want to make sure that your interfaces here are pointed towards the back so we can get those cables back into it. All right, awesome. Now that we got our solid state drive there secured with the 4 screws, we're going to go ahead and insert it back in to our second slot here. Hear the click. Go ahead and grab our tray screw and screw that back into the side. We're going to repeat the same steps as disassembling the drive. Flip it around to the back. Again, identify first off your primary SATA cable that is going into your primary drive. In this case, it's our solid state. And then our power cable, which is also going to go right next to it. Just push this in there. Same thing with our hard drive there on the bottom. Insert the SATA as well as the power cable. Make sure they're in tightly. And now we will attach our side panels. Same process as before, just the 2 back screws. And 2 more screws on here. Excellent. So now your hard drive should be ready for use. You can go ahead and access the BIOS and see if they detect. And thank you for tuning in to another Puget System support video. We'll see you next time.